What's good, YouTube? My name is Mark,
And this is your girl Alexis.
and this is our YouTube channel called the
Couples Corner.
Today we're going to be talking about.
Basically, we're going to talk about: are you secure? Are you okay with your significant other being friends with their ex?
Okay.
Mark has a little bit. I guess this would be more targeted towards me because I don't really have an ex. So, but so I guess that means you have to ask me, and then I have to just give you a scenario.
Okay. I've had a couple of exes.
A couple like a couple, or a couple like 40.
That's so many exes.
But you know when people tell you a couple and then it's like 30, then you like with they had a relationship every week.
That's too much. But since I'm more experienced in this department, when me and Alexis first started, I wanted to make sure I put the cards on the table, let her know
which I really respect
with the situation, even let her see the messages before we got.
Pause before you finish. Let me just say, he's the most considerate person I ever met in my life, and I thank God for that. Continue.
I just wanted to make sure that she was comfortable with everything. I didn't want her to have any doubt about, any ill feelings towards this person. This person is a good person. It's just, I just want to make sure my spouse was comfortable. So I have there's one spouse. There's only talk to one spouse. Ex-spouse. And we're cool. We're cool. Once a blue moon, we'll talk. And she's talked about different things. She's going to be nameless. And she's talked about her problems, and I've spoken to Alexis about the situation, and she's given me her input on it. And me and Alexis basically came to the same conclusion as far as me giving her advice on things. So I say that to say this, that I think it's okay as long as you make sure that your partner is comfortable.
So basically, as long as you tell your partner first?
Yeah, as long as you tell your partner everything that's going on.
Well, what if you do and your partner don't like it and they tell you to stop talking to them?
Well, I've had that too.
So what did you do?
I had to cut the person off.
Do you feel like that's fair?
If I put everything out there and I know nothing is going to grow from the times that I do talk to that person, I don't really think it's that fair if I'm being upfront with you.
So do you feel like that person just was insecure?
Yeah.
No. So were you like their first real boyfriend or something? The person that didn't like
you? Yeah.
Okay.
So in a way, I kind of understand the insecurity as far as what could happen.
So if the shoe was on the other foot and it was her, would you have told her to stop talking to her?
As long as she was upfront and told me.
You don't care?
I don't care as long as it's not like they talk every day.
So are you a jealous person?
I wouldn't say jealous. I'll say more of I might have a little jealousness, but
how far does it go?
If I'm seeing difference, it's not too big. It's not too big because I try not to put my energy too much into that.
Into jealousy.
Yeah. But as long as, like I said, if shoes on the other foot, as long as being upfront, and they're not talking like every day. They just like once a blue moon checking on each other. I'm
So
cool
what's
with
wrong
that.
with talking every day? Cause like, what if they were big? What if they were friends first? What if they was like best friends first, and then they tried to date and it didn't work?
'Cause
See, it ain't just gonna be a simple question with me. You know this already.
if they talking every day, it's like I understand that y'all were friends at first and stuff like that, but every day, like y'all don't need to talk every day. You don't talk to your family every day, so why do you need to talk to them every day? And I guess that's where a little bit of the jealousy will come out because I will feel some type of way about that, you know.
Mm.
So yeah, I wouldn't. It, I don't see it. It doesn't make sense to me to talk every day to an ex.
Mm.
Because again, that's your ex, but you have to keep them basically. You have to distance yourself in some sense from them because you're moving on to something much better than you previously had. So, anymore.
So it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying how I feel?
Yeah.
About the situation or about
Yeah,
your situation?
about the situation.
About your situation?
You saw my situation and the situation.
Okay, so as he stated, he told me everything, which was very before I even asked really. So, that was very considerate. I met the chick, indirectly. Like we never like actually had a whole conversation, but I met her indirectly. I follow her on social media. I mean, I know. I guess it all comes down to the person. Like if you're insecure, if you're secure within yourself, and you know there's no way that person, you know there's no way your spouse will go back to that person, and you know they have nothing, then I don't feel like you should be bothered by it. But like I said, that goes back to your security problems. Because me, I have insecurities, but when it comes to me, I don't have that many with him because I feel like in this relationship I'm confident, if that makes sense. And I feel like I've been an asset to him and not a liability. So I feel like for him to go backwards, that would be dumb on his part, not mine. And I feel like he's smart. He's a very smart individual. So I trust him. It all goes down to trust, basically. But like he said, you don't have to talk to the person every day. If it's just a once in a while, hey, how you doing? How you been? That's fine. Don't bother me. As far as like I guess going out, that would be a little weird. Unless I went, I would probably have to go. Is that weird if I went? Well, you understand. But I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't tell them to like stop talking to the person because that's kind of like who am I to tell you to stop talking to somebody you already was talking to before we met?
Especially when the boundaries is already set.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like if you kind of know the backstory, if the person's told you the backstory, then you shouldn't really have no problem.
And it was verified by that person as well.
Yeah, but I guess now you have to make up your own scenario because I don't really have an ex. So.
Okay. So let's say you had an ex before me. It ended on. It ended on great
Does
terms.
people I talk to count as exes? People I have talked to with the intent to date, is that considered an ex?
No, because you didn't have a label on them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so people that you've talked to that you had intent on dating, but it didn't go that way.
So basically, let me ask you.
Okay.
If I had an ex, and we didn't really end on bad terms, we just decided it wasn't gonna work, and I talked to them maybe twice a week. I didn't tell you when I always talk to them, but I told you most of the time when I talk to them. And I mean, we have a pretty good dynamic. Would you be mad, jealous? Would you be like, okay?
Um, I'll be okay. Um, because I have to. In a relationship, you have to trust that person.
Right.
So I'll trust you, but I don't. But I'll have to see how his intentions are.
So if you feel like he full of shit, you gonna tell us how to talk to him.
If you don't see it, I'm gonna be like, okay.
But don't you feel like I was hit? Being the kind of person, or you feel like you would see it better because you're a guy?
I could possibly see it, but then I don't want to jump the gun because if I jump the
You've
gun,
done that before. Go ahead, it works.
but if jumping the gun, I want to make sure I have concrete evidence before I present that to you.
That's true.
Because if I jump out the window,
Then people be in denial and shit. Like, really? This is what you're saying? Like, you're just jealous because, yeah, that's what people do.
so,
It's kind of annoying.
So I don't want to be that person that jumps out the window, unless I have a
That's
feeling.
a New York slang for all the people from the South. What? I had to throw that out there. They don't know. We don't know what that means. When you first said it, I was like, jump out the window. I mean, come on, Mark. That's kind of like, what? Jump out the window? I'm sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, I would trust the person. I'll make sure that my trust is solid.
Have you trusted all of your girlfriends?
Yeah.
Like wholeheartedly? That's rare. That doesn't happen much.
Because I would want them to trust me, and I try to make sure that they can't trust me. So, even though this stuff that's happened that's made them not trust me at the end, but that was God's way of saying that course has ended for y'all too.
Don't bring God in this. You really think that's what it is?
I'm just saying, this sometimes you have a sign. You have signs.
That's true, I guess.
So, some of us don't see those signs. But I'm not gonna get off subject though.
So, what you saying overall is, it's okay. Like, it's okay to. You could be friends with Drake's. Just minimize the contact. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, minimize contact. Because if you don't want to compete in that position of number one, who's number one, who's number two. You never want your partner to ever have to question you about that.
Right.
So that's another reason why. But I trust Alexis. Even though she doesn't really have any exes.
You can ask him though. Anybody who knows me that's watching this video, I'm like the most open person, and I tell Mark everything. Not every. Let me take it. I tell Mark everything that is important for him to know. If I feel like I'm being disrespected in my DM, I tell Mark this person. He will go and find the person and curse them out. I'm honest because I feel like I've learned through him because of the situation. It's best to just be upfront from the beginning. Even if it hurts the partner, it's best to be upfront because if they find out, it comes back and bites you in the ass. So you might as well just say it upfront. And he's the one who taught me. So.
Yes. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. I'm getting that.
But yeah, but if y'all flirting with each other and shit, that's why I draw the line. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a moment where I was like, Mark, do you still want her? That was your first love. So, like, how do I know you don't still love her? Like, you said she hurt you bad. So, I ain't gonna lie, I had that moment. And I feel like as a woman, well, as a human, really, anybody might have that thought at some point. Like, damn, like, they really, he loved her. Like, do he have the same love for me? Like, that's how I felt at one point. And I guess I had to deal with it by talking to him and working out them insecurities within myself. Like, Alexis, what is making you feel like that? Like, he's never giving you a reason to. And I guess it's because, like, when I found out you was texting her before I knew that y'all was cool like that, a little bit, like, before I knew you had her number and stuff, I guess I was just like, well, damn, like, what are they talking about? I guess it was more so of a, what are they talking about? Like, are they talking about me? Like, is she gonna try to coerce him into getting back together? Like, I don't know. I think that's what it was.
She'll bring you up in conversation, be like, y'all so cute together. She's always.
But do you think that's genuine?
She's never given me a fake vibe.
Okay. If you say that, you know her better than me. So, you know her better than me.
She's never given me a fake vibe, so I would say it's genuine. Because you're saying it all the time without you even bringing up that person, then yeah.
We are pretty cute. Sorry, that was cocky mode. We what you bitches wish to. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. Because there's so many relationships online, and you know they're going through everything, and they try to put it online like they preppy, and they always be like, relationship goals, but he beating your ass and he cheating on you, and he had another baby. I can't. Women lie so much. Why? They try to say men lie. Women lie too. Okay? Don't even pretend like you just in love with this nigga. Because this nigga beats your ass. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's somebody over there. The nigga beats your ass. He don't love you. He's had another baby. Why y'all together? Why? He cheated on you with your friend. You stayed. Like, I'm sure there's so many more people like situations like that we don't know about in the world.
People be breaking guy code and bro code heavy. So I don't understand how we live in this world right now.
All I know is be careful who you decide to give your heart to.
Definitely.
Because the longer you stay and you know that person not right, the more damaging it becomes. So try to get out as soon as you can. Preferably before you have a child by the person. Because after that, you stuck. So you might want to think about, should I even sleep with them? Because
that's another thing. Yeah, just make sure you know who you giving your advice.
Side note, be careful who you have children by. Because it matters. Like, I feel like children is such a permanent thing. And people just have out here having raw sex with everybody. And I feel like if you're gonna not protect yourself, please be careful with who it is. That's all I'm saying. Because after you have children, then you're gonna end up becoming a bitter baby mama because...
Or a bitter baby father.
Bitter baby daddy, because y'all both didn't want kids, and then y'all was both stupid, so y'all both didn't protect yourself. So people always say, you know, blame it on the man, you know, he the one should be on child support, but at the same time, both of y'all had a job and y'all failed. So I mean, don't blame it on one person. Cause you fucked up. You blamed it on him. And now you bitter and you in court and you trying to get back child support because he told you he didn't want the child from the beginning. He even gave you money to get rid of it. I mean, I know that's kind of dark, but
similar
for
trait.
people who he tells you, look, I don't want it. He told you at the beginning he didn't want it, and you still like, oh, I'm gonna get this nigga. And for you little baby mamas who the baby daddy didn't moved on, he take care of the child, but he moved on, but you still want to let him. I know this is off topic, but it makes me mad. You still want to be mad at him throwing shots at his new bitch. You don't let him see his child because you don't like the bitch, because she treats your child better than you. Look, let that man go. He don't want you no more. He don't want you no more. I got a relative like that online. She always posting something about baby daddy. Does he think about you like that? I just wonder. No shade.
I love how she has a rant and this is no shade.
You know, I do that a lot.
I don't understand.
So you won't think I'm being too shady. I have to say no shade, even though I'm being shady. Hella shady. That's my middle name. Alexis McShade Williams.
Okay.
Anything else you want to say about the main topic? I'm sorry, you guys. We go off on tangents a lot because I'll be thinking about other shit when afterwards, you know. So I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's no problem. No problem. No problem. Let me see.
Anything else about that?
I don't really have much more about it. I guess I just laid down whatever.
Basically, within our relationship, we're fine with that. Basically, it makes it easier because I don't have any exes, so he just doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
He's the one with all the hoes. I was trying to talk to him. Oh, you got a New York accent, so sexy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Say facts. Say dead ass.
Lies. I swear, God, those are lies. I swear, that's a lot of lies.
He always say don't nobody want him, but that's a lie. He just don't know that they want him, but it's cool. Women know. We know.
I'm happy where I'm at.
He says that because I'm right here. I'm just
I
playing.
know.
All right, you guys.
Thank you again for
supporting us
and tuning in to this episode. Please make sure that you like,
comment,
subscribe,
and share
to everybody and anybody. We're just trying to give you the realest content to you, especially in these times, these trying times. We're staying in the house.
Yeah, trying to keep you guys entertained, keep ourselves entertained.
Just give y'all some, conversations that you could have with your quarantine people. Thank you again for all the support. And anything else you want to say? All right. Thank you for watching, and tune in for another episode. Peace.